We'll get those tests done as soon as we can. Oh, we're a bit snowed under this morning. Will you excuse me? Amy, I think that's one of the new arrivals. Can you see what he needs?
Yeah. Where are they?
I've no idea. I've tried all the mobiles.
This is not good enough.
I know, and I've got another rep arriving shortly. If no one showed up by then, I'll have to cancel.
At last.
Sorry, folks. Where have you been?
Hello, cold snackers.
Tell it to the patients.
Ooh, she's going to be on your back all day now.
I better book myself in for some traction then.
What about Donna?
Well, last I saw, she was high-kicking around a kebab shop, showing off next week's washing.
Oh, so we've been on a bender, have we?
Well, it was meant to be a quiet.
I was just trying out my best man's speech.
I was enough to drive anyone to drink.
Where was it?
Just some bar in town.
Thanks for inviting me.
I don't think you'd fancy it.
Well, might have been up for the quiet half part of it.
Don't be like that.
I thought it was all for one down here.
Look, next time we'll invite you, OK?
Promise.
Go and get some work done.
Yes, boss.
Such
I'll get back to you.
suspected appendicitis. Already had his blood test, so it's a wait-and-see job. The other one's a priority. Mr. Morris, admitted with chest pains. Very anxious about it.
Shouldn't you be on Darwin?
No beds. He needs a bit of TLC until he gets his angiogram.
Fine. Oh, look, just a second.
Any sign of Donna?
No. Amy, we're understaffed as it is. Can you get back to work, please? And you are?
Don't feel.
Go on, give us a clue.
Rep from Wallback and Boyd.
Sorry.
Thanks. Busy?
As per.
Do you mind if I sit up on your desk?
Whatever.
What I've got for you is surgical gloves, but not just any surgical gloves.
Sorry, I've just got to deal with something. Donna.
I'm really sorry. I just...
Save all the apologies. I know all about the booze and the kebabs.
I didn't have a dirty babby again, did I?
Well, you really know anyway, so...
Who's that?
That's none of your business.
My hangover feels better already.
He's old enough to be your grandfather.
Many a good tune and all that.
Now, we've got a patient waiting for an angiogram, Mr. Morris. Concentrate. He's worried sick, apparently, so can you hold his hand, talk him through it?
Will do.
Try not to breathe vodka fumes all over him. Oh, I'm sorry about this.
No problem.
If you want something doing round here...
Then do it yourself.
Exactly.
I got you a cappuccino.
And now I'm supposed to recommend we give you the order.
No, the reason you'll give me the order is because it's the cheapest, high-quality, latex-free glove on the market.
I'm really sorry to bother you.
No.
What's up?
Do you mind if I take a break?
You've only just got here.
A can of Coke and a quick sit-down and I'll be sorted.
Did you see Mr. Morris?
Yeah.
And?
He's fine. I put his mind at rest.
Go on.
Have I been there?
She's just a kid.
Hardly.
And I'm her boss.
Exactly. A man in your position could ever like that.
Just get on with your spiel.
Well, where was I?
I don't know.
The glove comes ready treated with a non-allergic powder. Cheaper to buy, easier to use. And it's made of a unique compound of Jerusalem artichoke and powdered rhino horn. You really have had a bad day, haven't you?
I'm sorry.
Forget the spiel, it's only a pair of gloves. You'll either buy some or you won't. In the meantime, why don't we talk about something interesting?
Such as?
I don't know, anything you like.
I'm sorry, mate. Some of us have got work to do. On the other hand...
I mean, everyone always bangs on about Stairway to Heaven. But to me, it's...
Is that light?
Exactly.
Couldn't agree more.
So, what's your favourite live album?
Oh, that is a toughie. Bob Dylan at Budokan. What?
Nothing.
Well, I mean, I know the critics slated it, but...
No, it's not that.
What then?
Well, I was a roadie in a former life.
And?
I was there.
You were at Budokan in '78?
Yeah.
You roaded for Bob Dylan?
His backing band.
Get away.
Scout honour.
Did you speak to him?
You couldn't get near him for liggers.
Where the hell's Donna gone?
She's on the break. Lola, this is,
You are joking!
Charmed, I'm sure.
She'll be back shortly.
Who's running this team? You or her?
I am.
Well, if you can find the time, Mr. Morris needs a sedative before his angiogram.
I'll get it sorted.
Thank you. Those better not be my biscuits.
Bloody Nora.
She's having a worse day than I am.
Yeah, that's no excuse to talk to you like that.
Yeah, well, obviously she doesn't need one.
And of course, there's Holby.
Oh, Mr. Morris. My colleague Donna is a bit indisposed.
Oh, dear.
So I'm going to give you a sedative before you go up for your angiogram.
Oh, thanks.
My name's Mark.
Morris.
How are you feeling?
Ropey.
There'll be a porter along shortly to collect you.
Thanks, Doctor.
No, I'm not a doctor.
It's the suit.
I get that a lot.
So, why do I need this angio thingy?
Just a routine procedure. Check out your arteries. Nothing to worry about.
Right.
Back here in no time.
So, what do you reckon, mate?
How much?
Well, since you're a Dylan fan, I could go to 120 a pair.
I was thinking more like a quid.
Do you want to see a grown man's staff?
You're not the only rep I've had in today.
No one's doing these for a quid.
Maybe. Maybe not.
I'll give a sucker an even break.
Sorry, mate, you are dealing with one of the great agglers of the world.
Is that right?
Yeah, I spent 25 years doing it in the Far East. Not in a bit of nursing.
Oh, where's that?
Oh, starting in Thailand in the 70s.
Oh, that's another world, isn't it?
You're telling me.
And the women.
No one know about that.
Oh, I suppose you were just there for the temples.
No, I got married when I was a kid. Didn't work, so I buggered off.
We probably kipped in the same flea pits.
Got the runs from the same grub.
Dropped the same drugs.
Trip of a lifetime.
Every single night.
Happy days.
And look at us now, suited and booted.
Right pair of sellouts.
Speak for yourself, mate. This is just a cunning disguise.
Same here. By day, fearless consultant nurse. By night, lonely old fart.
Oh, don't go maudlin on me.
No, I'm just joking.
I'd better get moving. I've got a meeting upstairs. As for the deal, we should both think on it. I'll be back later.
Okay.
We appear to have lost a patient.
Well, that's careless.
She's got the bloods back on a suspected appendicitis, and the bloke's nowhere to be seen.
Are you sure?
You haven't seen our suspected appendicitis, have you?
Sorry. Hey, Mr. Morris, that was quick.
This isn't Mr. Morris.
Yes, it is.
No, this is Mr. Morrison.
Morrison.
Just had a call from Darwin to come and collect him. Luckily, somebody up there bothered to check his details.
But he asked me about the procedure.
Maybe so, but he was admitted with a suspected appendicitis.
So this is where he got to.
Where is Mr. Morris, then?
Gone for his angiogram. No thanks to you.
We've had your test results. I'm afraid that appendix will have to come out.
Oh, dear.
My sentiments exactly.
Now let's go before Lola finds something else to kick off about.
You seen Donna anywhere?
Probably booking a Powell's patient in for a heart transplant.
Well, if you do, tell her I was asking after her.
You'll carry it your week.
Ah, has Mr. Morrison been prepped for surgery?
Booked him in myself.
Lucky fish lawyers don't show up.
No, if I was him, I'd have gone for the angiogram. It's like a free MOT.
Glad you think it's funny.
Oh, lighten up, Lola.
Sorry?
Look, I know your ex is getting hitched again, but there's no need to take it out on us.
Got to your wedding.
See you at the reception.
Donna? Donna? Donna!
I'm bloody soaked, dear.
Will this knock me out?
No, she's just to relax you before your proper anaesthetic.
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
Don't be daft. We're the ones that cause the trouble. Just a scratch.
You've all been so good to me.
I hope you realise you're perfectly within your rights to make a complaint against the hospital.
Very decent of you to say so.
But if you do, leave Nurse Jackson out of it. I'm her boss. I'm happy to take responsibility.
I was well impressed when you slagged off Lola before.
Really?
Then you had to tell Mr. Morris, or Morrison, whatever his name is, to put a complaint in.
Were you earwigging?
Yeah, I was, and it's a good job and all.
I was explaining his rights to him.
He's not interested in his rights.
He's as entitled as
Now
anyone else to know...
where there's a blame, there's a claim, dickhead is going to show up.
Donna, if you
Thanks
must
a
know...
million, Mike.
Actually, if you had paid attention in the first place, none of this would have happened.
So it's all my fault?
Mostly.
I thought we were a team.
Me too.
Stand together, fall together, that's what APRA says.
But not drink together, in my case.
Is that what you're trying to get me? Because we forgot to invite you out for a pint.
I'm not trying to get you.
So much for all for one.
Who covered for you, Donna? Who let you go for a flaming kip?
Off your operation, Mr. Morrison.
You could call me Mr. Morris.
Oh, he's a funny one, isn't he?
I'd just like to say I'd never put in a complaint against any of you. I think you all do a fantastic job.
So, I've had a think, and I can come down to £1.5.
Right.
But I've got to do a fair bit of volume to justify the price.
Do you mind if I think about it?
I can't go any lower.
No, price is fine.
Have you got to run it by management?
No, they always take my recommendation. I just don't like to rush into things.
You're the boss.
I wish.
Can I offer a word of advice?
Shoot.
You're the master of your own destiny. You run this place practically single-handed. But if you worry every little decision to death, you'll drive yourself crackers.
Yeah, you're right. I am my own worst enemy.
And best asset.
No, forget thinking. As far as I'm concerned, you got a deal.
Good lad.
Where are you off to next?
That's me for the day.
Me too, shortly.
Suppose you don't fancy a pint?
Oh, I'd love to. I'm due at a wedding reception.
I'd like to talk Thailand.
I wanted to hear more about Mr. Zimmerman.
Some other time.
Actually, I'm sure it said +1 on the invite.
Haven't you got a date?
Gotta be joking.
Never quits in, then.
If you just give me half an hour, I'll finish
Just so we're absolutely clear, I don't back for the other side.
Me neither. Watch out.
Ah, here come the gatecrasher. I'll be back in a minute. Okay.
What are you drinking?
Well, I'm still feeling a bit rough, so...
What you need is the hair of the dog.
Do you reckon?
Take it from a man of infinite experience.
Yeah. Well, if I end up on my back, it's your fault.
What do you fancy?
Tell you what, I'll have a margarita.
Make that 3?
Go on.
V&M?
Oh, yeah.
Don't need to drive now.
Oh, what's wrong with that?
Have you always had a bloke to chauffeur you around?
I wish.
I bet Mark's more of a bike man.
He used to be.
I could just see you doing a ton with a Harley between your legs.
More like a penny farthing.
No, you've got the fella wrong. He's more what we call a free spirit.
Free spirits. Amen to that. This hair of the dog's working a treat. Were these your idea, Doug?
Nope.
Mine, actually.
Pure genius.
I told you, he's the man.
So, who is that guy?
So are we mates again?
Of course.
Do you know this fellow spent a year in Thailand?
No way. For the dirty old men, innit?
Ah, not when we were there, it
I
wasn't.
have always wanted to go to Bangkok.
Steady.
Oh, yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Order. It falls on me as best man to make a speech in tribute to a medical colossus. But unfortunately, he can't be here today, so we'll have to make do with Rick and his child bride. There's a statistic doing the rounds that you can walk into any NHS hospital and there's an 83% chance of bumping into one of Rick's ex-wives. Scandalously untrue. In actuality, it's 87%.
I tell you, you're in there, mate.
We're honoured to have one of Rick's ex-wives here with us today, the lovely Lola.
Feeling the pace?
Me?
Never even washed his hands. In the hospital.
Disgraceful.
Don't think it's funny the way Some people just click.
Yeah, I suppose so.
It's pretty much what happened to us today, isn't it?
You sure you don't back to the other side?
I mean, music, travel. I feel like I've known you for years.
Yeah, same here.
Well, from one mate to another, a little prezi for you.
Tell me that isn't coke.
Pipe down, they'll hear you and the ladies.
Thank you, but no thank you.
It's just to pick me up.
You got the wrong fella.
Are you saying you never touched the stuff?
No.
Well, then?
Those days are long gone.
Why?
Because
You're too busy waiting for your bus pass to enjoy yourself.
I never knew you were so adventurous.
What?
Doing Thailand and all that.
Oh,
Bit of a dark horse, you, aren't you?
well, you say that.
Am I boring you?
No, I'm sorry, really, you're not.
Where's the happy couple? They gone for a quickie?
Well, it's the groom's prerogative.
Where's she gone?
It's,
Getting some water.
No, it's a wedding.
Better make sure that alarm clock's fixed.
2 more margaritas, please.
You in here, boss?
What are you doing here?
Doug said you had something for me.
Did he?
Something we could share.
Yeah, well, I don't know what you're on about.
Oh, come on, big boy. Don't be shy with me. Come on.
Are you sure this is a good idea?
It's the best idea I've had all day.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, come on. Cough up.
Sorry?
Okay. Thank you.
I didn't know you were into this.
Me? How about you, you dirty little devil in disguise, eh?
Yeah, well.
All right. You shutting that door then, or not?
Now sign it.
Is he gone? Is he gone? Thank God for that.
We should go back.
People will talk.
Donna, I was wondering...
Sorry, before we go back out there, could you do us a favour?
Anything?
Yeah? Would you mind putting a word in for me with Doug?
Doug?
Yeah.
He's old enough to be, Dad.
Well, so are you, and we just had a slide toot in the box.
everybody happy?
Certainly am.
Good stuff.
It certainly was. Excuse me.
Any developments?
Yeah, she fancies you, mate.
You really can't read the signs, can you?
Seeing as how the sign was, could you put in a word for me with Doug? I think I can, actually.
Well, she's got no chance.
Why not?
Because my missus is built like Mick McManus. And if I even thought of dipping my wick elsewhere, she'd have it amputated.
I thought I was bad. You are pathetic.
Yeah, but in a good way.
Hey! Let's do this again sometime.
Yeah. This is the best wedding I've been to in years.
Come on, boys!
You dancing?
Are you asking?